And Mind Crypto here. I hope we're all having a wonderful day. Please remember, I'm not a financial advisor and none of this is financial advice, and none of the information provided in this video should ever be a signal to buy or to sell. But first and foremost, we look at the crypto bubbles. We are up 2 ranks to 68 with a 1.59 billion market cap. Volume has absolutely run right up to $76 million with a price of $132. But before we move on, looking rather green today. And today we're going to talk about something a bit different and why I'm bullish and why I still think we are in that accumulation phase before we start making that move up. Now, saw this yesterday. This private wallet has just received a transaction of 2,276 quant, a value of $287,000 from CB Exchange. Wallet has seen nearly 1.8 million worth of quant in the last 7 days. That's absolutely huge. That's 15,379 quant. So that's a total wallet size now of $3.2 million, and that's stored away. The total bag is 25,500 quant. This particular wallet doesn't have any outflows and only holds quant, and they are still accumulating. So we move over to Arkham Intelligence and we can see this wallet. We've got the 25,500 quant, and we can see within this last week, we've seen this 15,379 quant go in, which is that $1.8 million. So this is very indicative that we are still within this accumulation phase. Now, we're going to talk about that further. Before we do, we look at bull shark trading. He says here, times high volume node resistance taken out, times 2 more to go. And as we can see, this high volume node here, which is what he's talking about, this resistance, and we've got these 2 small ones here to defeat. And this, again, this whole marker here, I still believe, and obviously you've got this lower accumulation zone down here, but I believe this is all accumulation zone, as we can see from a lot of these private wallets that I've been following. So we've got these last 2, and then I think we are moving into that disbelief, which we're going to talk about in a moment. Before we do, we look at Crypto Nerd here. He says, boom, finally quant reversal is super confirmed now on its quant BTC pairing. Don't let the minor pullbacks now shake you out. It's ready to start its cycle. And my first target here, he says, is $2,000, which he has talked about before. And as we can see, he is seeing a bounce from here up to his target range. Now, this is very, very interesting when people talk about accumulation and disbelief. So I moved over to News BTC, and as we can see here, all markets are cyclical, but few show such recurring cyclical performance like the crypto market. Bitcoin, for example, rallies every 4 years like clockwork, revolving around the halving event, which we're coming up to, an event that slashes the new flow of supply in half. But in a new chart, the total cryptocurrency market cap is closely following a psychology of a market cycle diagram, and it could suggest that the market is in current disbelief. Now, I don't believe that quant is quite there yet. I think a lot are already, which is still a good time to actually accumulate, but we're not in that bull market just yet. Now, it says this cyclical behavior is found everywhere. The sun rises and falls, seasons change, and the planets orbit the sun. Nearly every fashion style drops out of flavor, only for several years later to again to become the hottest new trend. Now we can see this psychological market cycle. Now let's have a quick look at that. And as we can see, we've got all these different terminologies. We've got disbelief, hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria, and then we make our way back down back to this angle, which is essentially the accumulation zone within a bear market. Then we enter that disbelief, and the cycle literally follows that again. Now, I did a diagram where I believe, and this is a quant USD chart, and as you can see back here, we can see in 2021, we saw this bull go right up and then we come into a bear market. I believe we are currently still in this phase until we actually get to the point where we go back here, we break these nodes here, this resistance, this top resistance that we see, it's the next resistance. We then start to move into this disbelief phase. Now, this is quite useful in respect to the cycle, as we've just shown you. Now, I certainly believe if we use this as evidence from the coins like this that are accumulating within this phase, we go back here, we can see that we are still here. Now, if we break this top 2 bands, which Bull Shark was talking about, I think then we start to get into the disbelief phase, and that could last for a certain amount of time, to at least to this top candle here, and then we start to enter the bull run and we get to the top here, and then possibly we're going to see what Crypto Nerd has been talking about. 2000 is his price target. We could literally be at the races. So this is very, very interesting. So I certainly believe we are within currently this accumulation phase, about to enter that disbelief, and then we'll start to see the bull start on quant. So I'm quite bullish on this at the moment, and there's still plenty of time, if you're not already in, to start stocking up on that quant. I know I am just slowly DCAing in, because I've already got a big bag from quite a long time ago. And now we've got this disbelief that we're entering, hopefully within the next, hopefully, week or two. And if we start to do that, as we can see, prices are starting to lift above that $130 mark. And let's hope we'll soon enter the bull. But I think we've got a little bit of trailing in here for a little while in that disbelief before people start to realize, actually, this is going to fly. So there you go, guys. I hope you like this, because I think this is, you could actually use this within many scenarios with different coins like HBAR, like Caspar, and any other coins that you've got. And you'll find that everyone is in currently different phases. You'll find a lot of the meme coins are probably in their bull run cycle right now. So we are hopefully going to enter this disbelief over the next week or so, or before then, who knows. But there you go, guys. Just a quick update. Remembering, I'm not a financial advisor. This is my personal opinion, where I think we are right now. But there you go. All the best, and I'll catch you later.